it's coming up to the floor drain then.
Mm-hmm.
So that tells me there ain't no backflow for in on there, right?
Well, you know, at one time when that, can't remember when the house burned or right before it burned, there was a big sinkhole right beside the house where his
I
line
dug that
came
up.
out. Is that what that was?
I dug that up to see if there was broken pipe there from where the drain from my house intersected going out to the road. I wanted to see if there was a break in it or anything. So I dug that up.
We capped when the house burned.
Yeah, back where his toilet drain was.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, where his main come out. So is there still water comes in? You get water backed up in there?
No, not right now. But it's been a drought for the last year and a half.
I thought backflow preventers were in a basement floor, or
Well, they can.
can be.
I think the ordinance states that if anything is dug up, that the property owner is responsible, and I'm not exactly sure, but the property owner is responsible for purchasing the backflow preventer.
And that's what I said I did.
But, like I said, I was new, I don't remember exactly why Jeremy dug that up. Apparently there was some kind of issue, but I just
Now that's
know.
out there by the road work, hooks on that's where you dug up.
Yeah, it's on the,
No, it's not, it's on the property owner's side of the sidewalk.
Where that
It's not out
pipe's
on
sticking
the
up.
road.
you know, that clean
There's
out.
two of them
They're
now.
clean out there going each direction.
There's two. Who knows which direction they go.
Well, they do like a swooping 90, so they go back towards your property and out towards our lateral. And usually the clean out is put right in between them two.
Well, I mean, you guys, whatever you think, but I suggest, I mean, the employee that done this is no longer here, we don't know what was done. I'd say right there where it's the pipe at, just dig it, have these guys dig it up and tell him what needs to be done, and then if anything needs to be done, then it's on
Let me
Frank.
tell you the problem. Right here's the problem. The town board never authorized that. This is back to the old school, where somebody told them to go out and do it. Okay, and somebody's on private property. Frank comes in and says, you did it for him, why can't you do it for me? We do it for him, the next guy's gonna say the same thing.
I've heard that over and over again, Tom, from this town board, every other town board. If we do it for you, we're gonna have to do it for everybody.
That's correct.
That's what was told to me one time before this.
Mhm.
It's, if we do it for you, we're gonna have to do it for everybody.
I don't think,
What if when it comes to you, that it has to be done?
exact same thing.
Well, you screwed it up, why don't you fix it?
The town never, the board never authorized
I
it.
don't care.
I
I don't care if you authorize it or
Solve your
not.
problem and don't worry about the rest of it, is that what I'm hearing?
Pretty much,
And
yes.
if you don't care if anybody else does it.
Don't come at me with that crap
Don't
again.
come to me with that crap.
You
did
always
the-
do that to
You
me.
said the same
You
thing.
always do that to me. You
said
come
the
at me
same
like,
thing.
oh, no, what, do you want this or that? I want an answer for this.
I move that we do nothing.
That's standard. You make a good case for the county to be in charge of this town.
So, your respect would be absolutely correct.
John, any? Comments or anything?
Well, it's, not a very good way to settle a problem, by the way. I remember when this work was done, I think. But I don't know what leading up to it.
Speculation's all you can do.
I know there's stuff in the minutes regarding this.
There's stuff in the minutes regarding, I remember, I came to the board, I asked the question at the time. Did the town board authorize this? It is, that is the same issue. The reason that we have no monies and can't do these other things is right here. I understand Frank's frustration. I understand that. We're not supposed to go down on private property to begin with. It never should have been done.
I'm just saying, I could review the minutes if you would like.
I remember when Frank came in before. I remember that letter. I didn't know it wasn't answered until tonight. But I understand that. But, you know, how can you turn around and say, oh yeah, we can do that? You can't.
In what way is this screwed up? Does it not drain or not function?
Does it make sense to you that it should go on for 2 years and never get an answer?
I'm asking an answer now. Can you tell me what's the problem? Is it just leaning or what?
Who knows what's down there? Who knows what was done? Who knows what the connection is down there? What kind of materials was used? What, was it substandard? I mean, if the pipe's paper thin, that's sticking up out of the ground, who knows what was put in there?
Were you there
No, I was not.
to inspect it when the work went on?
I was not, but I can tell that piper is substandard. You should never be able to put dirt on top of it and it bends.
But effectively, and I realize you're upset with me, Frank, and I understand that, but effectively you don't have a problem at the moment, other than the fact that you don't know what's down there and that someone from the town did it originally. But as far as an issue now, as far as backflow, as far as drainage or anything like that, do you have an issue right now, a problem right now?
I don't know that that's the case. I don't know that that's a good
So I take that
question.
as a no,
I don't know that that's a good question.
okay?
I don't think that's the question. I think the question is what was done. That was the answer I was seeking.
It seems to me if you want it done in a certain way, it should have been there.
I didn't solicit the work, Mr. Myers. I didn't even know it was going on. I didn't ask that it be done. I did not request anything be done there. Mr. Hudson was in on that request somehow or another. I do not know. There was a different clerk. There was a different cadre here. So I don't know what was done. I can't answer that question.
Well, unfortunately, I mean, I don't know if we're gonna gain anything tonight, but, all I can say is, I know it ain't the answer you wanna hear, but wait till something does happen, if there's a problem, and then we'll dig it up to our side and make sure it ain't on us.
I know it's not life and death.
Right.
You know, I understand that. But this is not a good answer. You wait until something happens. You know, it's like, let's wait until something happens. That's not an answer.
But like Tom said, unfortunately, we can't go on private property. We didn't authorize that at the time, a few years ago, to go on private property. Not sure why it happened, but, I don't know a good answer right at the moment, to be honest with you.